Nobody's ready for this shit. Mini bike moto. Time for a mini moto vlog. Besides my other bike's fucked up, but whatever. Not really fucked up, but I crashed it. Or didn't. What am I fucking talking about? Jesus Christ, I can't even say anything. I always assume I crashed my bike. I didn't crash my bike though. My front brake rotor, or front brake caliper, is fucked up some reason. So I thought I'd bring, I've been having issues with that thing, so I figured I'd go out and show you guys my practice grounds in the mini bike. Ha! Well, first things first, let's stop and, this is where I do wheelies. This is where I come and learn. Because this is an old neighborhood. And like I said, I've said it a bunch of times in a couple of my vlogs that this, there's a lot of these in my area, like old neighborhoods that were gonna be something, but never turned out to be anything. Like this has all the plumbing and electrical, and it just fell through. But either way, so this is where I come to do wheelies and stuff. And this goes up this way and up a little bit. I've got a good little, I don't know how long this is. 300 yards? 100 yards? I don't know. I'm bad at judging distance. But either way, this is my mini supermoto. I come out here and ride around and race, and this is a good place because it goes from asphalt to gravel and then back to asphalt, and it makes a good, you can't really race that. Well, this wasn't here last time I was here. Trying to keep us out, I guess. Or a tree fell down. That looks like a tree fell down. But see what I mean? Like, before you'd come down here and you'd jump right out there. Oh, that's somebody doing that, because there's two of those. That's shitty. I don't understand that. Why fuck with people's fun? But either way, so we would come out here and race around. And you come out with a chainsaw, cut all that shit down. It's got these little bumps. There's a couple little trails that run through here. It's a cool little practice area. Mostly for that main lead-in uphill area, because sliding because I can go over there and do wheelies. Even though it's more fun to be a grown-ass man riding a mini bike. Bang, 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 bang. Ooh, I want to go up the hill. This bike isn't made for that. I can't explore like I can on my 450. Back to the start. See, it makes a good loop. So if you're racing your friends around, the only thing is that in a couple spots in the turns there's a little bit of dirt, but it's not real bad. Like right here is the worst part. Mini bike wheelies. I wanted to do tricks. I gotta put some stunt pegs on it. Because we got this thing for so cheap. But then the suspension and the bars cost as much as the bike did. That was a good one. That went a long way. Some fun shit. What's that say? Nazareth. Big set of big blue tits. Skateboarding. The Hollow. And big blue tits. This seems like a good place to build a DIY skate park. You don't understand how ridiculous that is, but awesome feeling. That went a long way. And I got the back brake, but it works just a little bit, but I had to push it so hard that I can't really stop myself, so I've been putting my foot on the ground to stop myself, and I'm wearing slip-ons, like I didn't plan to crash. Even though I crashed the shit out of this thing. Oh, we took it to, speaking of crashing the shit out of it, we took it to Diane's mom's house because her brother just came home from an internship. And let him ride it. He rode it for just a couple minutes and then managed to crash it. See, that slight little bit of uphill just makes it so smooth and easy to control. And I just now got to the point where I can get any distance out of a wheelie on these things. My front wheel's all out of true, it's wobbling. I think we paid $400 for the bike and then another $400 worth of parts, like handlebars and suspension that can hold up us. And we made it a little taller. And my dad actually has 2 of these. See, I started going over. You let the throttle off and then you're at that point where you coast. And you just coast it out. Because you get to that, you balance, and then you're at the balance point where you have no throttle going and it still is in the balance point. And I gotta say, I got this thing thinking, as to learn how to wheelie, that's why I got this little bike. The whole point behind this little bike. And besides wanting to race it. And I gotta say, it's taught me more than having that big bike, trying to learn on that big bike. Get the wiggle on. Me and my dad will go out and race these things around the neighborhood. And truthfully, I don't always wear a helmet. I'm just worried I put my helmet on so I can vlog, but it's actually really cold out, so not really cold, I'm just being a big pussy. It's kind of cold out. See what I mean? Go up too far and have to run out. That hurt my feet. I need to cover that back brake and make sure it works. I tightened it way down, but I think I need to put new shoes in it because these are drum brakes. What was I saying? Oh, we're selling Diane's bike because she wants to build a mini track bike. And we found a loophole. Or we didn't find it, Supermoto Junkies found it, where you can send your stuff in and there's a state where you can mail in all of your info and get a title and a tag so you can tag about anything. And we're gonna tag that, we're gonna get her a CRF 150 and tag it. We had a guy come and look at her bike today. He seemed pretty interested. The thing I don't get about Craigslist is that, so she put her bike on Craigslist for, she wants $4 grand out of it. Which is reasonable, because the bike got no miles on it, and the tires, it's pretty much brand new, you know, it's just an 08. And then around here, that's what those go for. And, so she puts it up on Craigslist. We get a couple hits, you know, showing some interest, and then people start calling and they're like, yeah, I'd like to trade you an AR-15, a pink 4-wheeler, and 2 dates with my sister. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to trade you shit. I want cash. And they don't understand that we don't have to sell this bike. We had one guy call the other night. He's like, I really want one. Do you want to trade for a sport bike? And that's more reasonable, you know? He was like, I've got 5... Right when I take my hand off, the fronting goes down. He's like, I've got 5 sport bikes at my house. I need to get rid of one because I want a DRZ. And you guys want to trade for a 08 GSX R600? He said it's worth like $6 grand, but bushes. So it's worth like $6 grand, but he's willing to let it go for really cheap because he wants a DRZ really bad. And that's more reasonable than a pink 4-wheeler, an AR-15, and 2 dates with your sister. good one. A long way.